match. Good luck for the players. We have Feed, Ratchet, Barbos, and Tween, who are fighting out for 2 spots in the grand final already. Yeah, a tech tournament with a prize pool of €750, and they can already close it out here. So either that, they will have a break after that and not play a match, because there will be a huge break, because after that the loser bracket will be played afterwards. And we're gonna start with my favorite map, with Spirit Tom, yeah, where the world record is a 57.7T by Megorian, who has been eliminated or knocked down into the loser bracket by Tween, who has a 57.76. Ratchet and Barbos have a .71 and a .73, and then we have Feed with a .75. So good luck between the players. We have 1 more and then 5 live rounds, and I assume a point limit of 120 points going into the winner bracket final now. So we might see map number 5 here as well, because 5 maps on the map pool, and with a point limit of 100 points, usually there is only 4 maps that will be played. So let's go ahead and check out the point limit. And it's indeed 120, as I was forecasting beforehand. And let's go into the first round here on Spirit Tom in the winner bracket final. And let's see who takes it here. Ratchet over the best start. Feed, Barbos, and Tween are behind, but are ahead of Ratchet, who is behind. My god. Today it's all over the place, but Ratchet also with a mistake. So he is the first player who is maybe finding himself in the 3-pointer slot, which you get for that last place. Barbos and Feed with a great start. Tween also getting himself a lot of speed here, only .10 away from them. Feed with a great apex here as well. Barbos only 1 car length behind though, and gets himself a good speed. The first time I'm actually seeing Barbos in a match today, and Barbos looks absolutely correct. Look at this line here as well, going so close. They're almost lifting up, but Barbos is saying, no, I don't want to depart. I want to depart into the finish, into first place. He is going again, and right now he is just extending that with a very inside end. So Feed with a bit more speed. Barbos versus Feed in the ending. Barbos with a great line, and it's actually Barbos staying ahead at 57.90 and a .91 for second place. What a round between Barbos and Feed, and this is the winner bracket final, ladies and gentlemen. And a great round here between the players, and it is Barbos taking 10 points, Feed on second, Tween on third, and Ratchet after a mistake on 4th place. Divers und unentschlossen. Oh, great. Okay, let's go into the next one. Round number 2, of course, point number 120. This means a lot of points that players have to play through, as Barbos and Feed on P1 and 2, Ratchet and Tween on 3 and 4. And Ratchet didn't get the best part again. Yeah, .22 away from the top 3. Tween still in the mix. Barbos and Feed getting a good line. Barbos went so wide here and accumulated so much speed in the previous round, and he's doing that again. A way better line compared towards Feed, who is falling behind, and Tween goes into that 2nd place. Barbos .2 ahead, and he looks to be on a very good time. Another sub 58 by the looks of it again. If he survives that ending, Feed will get himself 3rd place. Tween on 2nd and a 57.89. Another great time again. That is a great performance by Barbos at the moment. Look at that. Barbos dominating this match thus far. Drives .2 away from world record, and is already 10 points ahead of Tween, who is on 2nd place. Next round, round number 3. There are 5 rounds that are played on each map. And of course, I've already mentioned it, but I'm gonna say that again. The point limit is 120. So that means if you have surpassed or reached that point limit of 120 points, you activate the Finest mode. And Finest mode means that you have to win 1 more round in order to make it. The top 2 goes through. And this time we have a better start for Ratchet. Here into this round, goes very inside here, so not a lot of speed accumulated. Tween is leading the race, so Tween could dethrone Barbos, who has won the 2 first rounds in this match, but Barbos is not slowing down. Ratchet not with the best amount of speed in this uphill, really important to get that speed. Barbos can overtake Ratchet here. Good approach from Barbos, but Ratchet with the more inside, and Barbos bumping a bit, and Ratchet will get himself that 2nd place, and also Tween with another sub 58 time. Those times are really fast. Equivalent of Azog's PB, as well as Shay, who is a bit ahead. But man, those times are great. Tween with 20 points, and also Ratchet getting 6 points on his pro-cold worst map, I think. So Feed behind. Feed on last position at the moment. Yeah. An average of 4 points per round for Feed. That is not good for him. This is not good for Feed. As he, for me, is the favorite in this match. But of course, there's still a long way to go. And right now, Feed into that first position he goes. Ratchet and Tween behind. Barbos has made a small blunder here. Maybe he has overslit or just didn't have the alignment. But look at that, 2 mistakes. The same mistake here from Tween and also from Feed. So Ratchet all of a sudden leading the race. That was a synchronous mistake. I think that's the word, or synchron. I think you can say both of them. But Ratchet leading and Barbos behind, and Ratchet will be very happy about those 10 points here indeed, and he will take those and say thank you. But also good time here, a 0.04, Feed and Tween behind, 4 and 3 points only. So Ratchet up, tied with Tween for second place, 23 points. Barbos leading and Feed with 16 points behind. Alright, next round is coming up. Barbos, Tween, and Ratchet are leading the race. Feed not with the best start, but had a better alignment over that part again. But look at that, we see Ratchet Airlines here making a huge mistake. Also able to clear that jump, but he is not playing a role in this round, more than 2 seconds behind. So let's focus on this fight. For first place, Barbos and Feed in first and second. Tween is behind the Slovakian player, the runner-up for so many years. I think 3 times runner-up of the Trackmania World Cup. Yeah, so he is very experienced and also has, I think, one of the best mentalities and sportsmanships in the game. Yeah, he's just a very positive person and just sees everything great. I was remembering that moment when he was getting second in the World Cup behind Kappa, where he was really happy. 4-time runner-up, through that. 4-time runner-up. That was great. That was very nice from him. Very cool to see that from Tween. And nice to see him also performing in this tournament. Right now, the Trackmania Grand League does not look too well for him. But of course, he was also missing out on some multiplier. Maybe even the motivation for that first step. So I hope that he can perform well again. But of course, maybe this is also an end of an era from Tween if he drops out. But I don't see him really losing out on his spot, even if he comes in last. But everything can happen. I mean, we see the difference between Worka and Granadi at the moment. You just have to have one good match, and then you can promote or demote from or into the Trackmania Grand League. Yeah, this is what can happen. One match can decide it, as well as in championship games. Yeah, those things in football, like for example, you can have a bad match. So I hope that Tween can recover, because the bottom 4 of the Trackmania Grand League are in danger. But seeing Tween playing this competition, I'm not sure how much he has practiced, because also with that experience, playing so many competitions, playing on the highest level today as well, you know, maybe he is not really in need of that much practice. But let's go ahead onto this map, Coral by Deska and Anisado. Yeah, the next map, Feed has the world record. Tween is followed up here with a 57.73, and the world record is a 0.58. So also Feed looked super strong, and right now Feed is really in need of those points, because he is at 22 points. That is not that good for Feed, as he certainly has to excel himself up into the lead, but not with that start, as well as Barbos and Ratchet also with a mistake. So Feed all of a sudden not feeding in this round, but going up into that second place, being quite lucky there that he can maybe get himself plus 3 points in this round compared to 3 points for last. He can get himself 6 points for second, but Ratchet is not slowing down as Tween is leading 0.65 ahead of Ratchet and Feed, who are up for a great fight. Feed had to release, and now he's down to last position again. So wonky line here from Feed, not aligning it perfectly. And Ratchet currently finds himself in second place. Barbos on third, and Tween will take it. But of course, there's still the ending after those two drifts. A very unique drift at the ending. You kind of don't know how to approach it because you kind of slide out there and then you have to like tailor your car through that corner. And also Tween not with the fastest time here at 58.48, but due to the difficulty on this map, it's still an okay time and you can win rounds with that. So Tween extending his lead towards Ratchet and also towards Feet. And yeah, a good find there for second place as well. So 46, 37, 30 and 25 points. But Feet definitely has to push it. But look at this start into the round here. Very close between the players. Different approaches though. Ratchet and Barbos went a bit wider, have a bit more speed over this long stretch, and also better approach in general. So Ratchet and Barbos not slowing down. Feet and Tween losing a bit of ground here. 0.13 of a second between Barbos and Feet, and also Ratchet not too far behind. That is a great round that we are seeing here. Round number 7 in the winner bracket final of the Gamers Assembly Halloween Edition 2021 attack competition with a prize pool of 750 euro. But right now, Barbos has the upper hand as Ratchet didn't get the best slide beforehand. But still, the ending is left to be cleared here for the players. Feet with a good approach. Ratchet goes very risky there. And also Ratchet rewards himself. Overtakes Barbos. But Feet all of a sudden in first? Okay. What happened there? This ending. Feet from third to first. Ratchet from third to second. And Barbos from first to third as well, but vice versa, you know, that other way around, not third to first but first to third, you know. But yeah, the angle at the ending indeed very hard to hit. And yeah, we have Feet bringing himself on the scoreboard. It was a chance for all the players here to really get something out of that, but everyone has not gotten the best ending there. Feet and Ratchet have clipped the ending, but Barbos clipped it terribly, and Feet also was very fast on this ending though. And let's go into the next round as Feet is 700 ahead of Ratchet and Tween, who are fighting out for P number 2. And it is Barbos who has made a small blunder and finds himself on last. But still the ending, I can only repeat it here. The ending can destroy everything after those two slides. Very close fight between Tween and Ratchet. Ratchet with more speed, Tween with airtime. So the positions look to be set in stone as Feet gets a good ending again. And Feet will take it with a 57.7. That is a great time. Wait a second. What is that time? Oh my god, what is that time, man? That is fifth world record actually. 76.8. No, okay, it's 3,000 away from 5th world record, but oh my god, what is that time from Feed? With that, he is announcing himself again into the match and finds himself in the lead in that previous round, but of course not on the lead in the total ranking, because there he is still behind Barbos as he is 8 points away. But again, we see Barbos struggling here, making another mistake, so Feet can come dangerously closer. They were making that mistake as well. So Tween and Ratchet, who are very far away, or actually not too far away, I mean only 2 and 3 points respectively. Yeah, they can get themselves some points there as Tween has a good approach there, a bit more speed than Ratchet here in this part, but Ratchet's part here was a bit better, had a bit more speed. And now we have the ending. Tween, very risky stuff there from him. Still, nothing has been decided. Tween will survive the ending though. Yes, he will, even though Ratchet finishes more to the left. But that was a great fight between Tween and Ratchet, and Tween has the upper hand over the German driver. So 9 points between first and last position. This shows that everyone is capable of taking it home here. Round number 10. And also Feet dropping from P2 to P4. Yeah. And now Feet and Ratchet leading the round. This could be very close between the players after this one, if the positions are not changing. Barbos again with a good start here into that section, the four-wheel play, but also Tween here with a mistake. So tween will definitely not play a role here unless everyone is fading the ending tremendously. But Feed versus Ratchet here for that first position. Will Ratchet now win a round here, or will it be Feed again going into that second place? Yeah, because tween has made that mistake. Feed looking strong, is ahead right now, 0.12 of a second, and Feed also with a great ending. Ratchet very wonky approach, and he gets overtaken as well there. Another 0.79 by Feed. That is again a very fast time. His ending is out of the world, but also Ratchet here throwing for skins at the ending and loses it there. So Ratchet only with 4 points in this round. But still a very close match. Bear in mind, point table is 120, not 100 points. And we're gonna go to map number 3. Map number 3 is Easy Life by Kiesler. I think also one of the easier maps. We have seen a lot of close times on this one. But let's see how players will perform on it. Yeah, so the world record is a 52.98 by Barbos. Is currently still leading the race after some wonky approaches or some wonky lines on that map beforehand. He has 63 points, Feed and Tween at 58 and 57, and then Ratchet at 52. But no player really running away with points. So you love to see those matches that are quite close. And we could maybe see our first double, triple, or quadruple final situation here. We have seen double finals, of course, but triple and quadruple is something else. Could happen, and let's see. Good luck. First round on this one. Round number 11 it is. And we have a close battle between the players. Only 200ths of a second. Let's go with Tween here. The Slovakian powerhouse. Not the best approach. Not holding the gear there. But had a more inside approach and could hold a better angle over this one. So interesting line there from Tween. As Barbos and Ratchet leading the race. Feed with a small mistake. Yeah, after coming back. He's now down and can only get himself a 3-pointer here if everyone survives, of course. Let's go with Ratchet, who's also falling a bit behind here. Barbos and Tween first and second. Ratchet can maybe capitalize from an ending here, from a bad ending from the player, but it's not the case. Everyone is getting it quite good. A 0.21 from Barbos. Tween on second, and that was indeed a great round. 53.21 from Barbos, taking home the victory. So 73 points for Barbos. That is very nice. Into the next one we go. And Barbos has made a mistake though. But very close fight for that first position. Look at that. A very, very great fight between those players. Speaking of Tween, Tween right now on third place. Behind Feed and Ratchet. The Apex here, very decisive. Tween always had a lot of speed after that one. But of course, that is harder to control. Ratchet versus Feed for that first position. Feed will get it though with a 0.18. Great time as well. Nice time, a 0.26 by Ratchet. Tween on third. Barbos on P4. So Feed up to second place again. It's a back and forth between them. And also Ratchet coming a bit closer though towards Tween, but still on that last place right now. Still last place for Ratchet. Next round though. Round number 3. And Barbos on his way to claim another good round here by the looks of it, but still not the best approach here in this one. But you know, tech is just so hard to play. I tried it myself, you know. And if you make one small input error, you are down. So kudos to the players who are playing on a high level here under pressure and battling out for 2 spots for the grand final already. Feed, Tween and Ratchet out of Barbos, who has not a bad run in particular, but the others are just pushing it to the limit here. Feed with a very wide approach has got a lot of speed, and it is also Tween making that mistake. Ratchet staying barely ahead of Ratchet, of Barbos. So Ratchet on second. Ratchet cannot stay ahead of himself. But Ratchet again with a second place behind Feed and coming a bit closer, but still it is not quite enough for him. Still a 12 points gap between him and Barbos for that second position. And now Feed is the new leader here. After Barbos' great start into the race, he is only getting himself 3rd and 4th positions in those previous rounds here. Barbos has to push it a bit more in order to retain his lead again. Looking very good though. Looking very good for Barbos at this 1 ahead. 1 ahead of Tween, who's on second place at the moment. Feed and Ratchet a bit behind. Ratchet has made a mistake. And then we have Feed. Oh, getting a good line. Tween with a mistake though. And Barbos on his way to finally redeem himself on this map. And Feed also making that mistake. So Tween capitalizing from that as well as Ratchet. And the positions look to be set in stone here on that second to last round on Easy Life. And this is the case. Barbos with a 53.20. Tween on second, Ratchet on third, and Feed on last place. So Barbos into the lead again. Ratchet losing ground as well as Tween. A tiny bit though towards Barbos though. But I think Tween is not out on this one yet, as well as Ratchet. So let's take a look here into the next round we go. Last round on Easy Life. 15 rounds have been played after this one. Can Barbos go up to 100 points, or will he get denied by Ratchet and Tween, who have a great start? It is Feed, however, who was falling a bit behind, but still is not out on this one just yet. Only 0.2 away. Yeah, and Ratchet and Tween also getting a good line here. Barbos with a tiny tad more speed. 26 thousandths away from them, but now it's dead equal again into the last part of the track we go. Tween very wide, has so much speed to work with. Ratchet very inside though, it's very close. Who gets the better approach over this one here? Very important to nail that last drift and also steer in very early on, but it's Tween looking very strong as well as Ratchet having more speed than Barbos, but Barbos finishing a bit earlier. But what a great round between the players. This map looks so easy, but it is definitely not, and Tween takes himself that 10-pointer on that last round on Easy Life by Kiesler. So good to see that. 86 points for him, only 1 point behind Feed, and Barbos extends his lead because Feed has made a small mistake. Okay, that was way too dank. The sentence was way too dank. And yo, thank you SRK for the raid. Welcome raiders, you just joined in time. Winner bracket final of the Gamers Assembly Halloween edition. So guys, make sure to give SRK a follow. The man, the myth, the legend. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, and I hope you had a good stream. Hello Tween edition. Oh, come on. And we have the next map. We have the Clem map. Surrey Millsap. And let's take a look after the warm-up. We have 5 live rounds again. Ratchet right now on dead last with 76 points. But maybe this and or the other map will suit him a bit better. Yeah, world record on this map is a 58.824 by Feed. This risky ending can be very hard to do because you need a certain amount of speed to clear that jump into the finish. But hey, let's go ahead. Good luck to the players. Like, I like this greenish style on this map. Very cool. Alright, first round on this one. And let's go with Ratchet in this one and see how he will do it. Good line here. Feed had to release a bit, I think. Had to release the acceleration key for a small second. Tween with a good line there as well as Barbos. But look at the speed from Barbos here that he has gathered over that corner. Very, very nicely done by Barbos. Not really drifting too much. Was a perfect turn, I would say. but tween still leading the race. Yeah, this vacuum player looking very strong here, also going so close there to the wall, very close to call that one, as Barbos is still not giving up here. He wants to get that 10-pointer and go up to 106 points, but also Ratchet is really in need of that. Gets a good line here as well, tween with a bit more speed. Ratchet has it really good there, and only the ending left for the players, as tween gets it nicely here as well, survives the ending jump with a very direct jump, and at 58.98 for tween. And that was indeed a great round between the players, between the top three. Feed has made a small mistake, but also Ratchet with a 6-pointer, but he's really in need of those big boy points here. He needs to win rounds and not get second all the time. Yeah, 18 points between him and Barbos, so not too much of course, but the gap is still quite high if you consider that Ratchet is not really getting himself 10 points here, and also making that mistake in this round here. That was a very unfortunate alignment for Ratchet, not having to break too much. And with that, he is down in last place. Between the players, exactly, Poke. Alright, next round. And Barbos almost getting airtime there. Jesus Christ, what is that line from Barbos? That is incredible. And now, of course, it really shows that Barbos is cracked on those maps, but also Feed has the world record on this map. So is he gonna get that or not? That is the question, yeah? He is in the lead though. And he is about to get first here with a good time of 59.17. Yeah. And with that, he leads again and again and again. The world record is at 58.82 again. So tween has set a sub 59 time beforehand. And Barbos could claim the finals mode already to his name. If he gets first though. If he gets first, he will be finalist. Barbos and Ratchet are first and second, but Feed is not too far away as well. Barbos again with a great line. He had a bit more speed beforehand in the run, but Ratchet was afraid of getting airtime there. If you get airtime, you're just dead, and you will not play a role in this round, because then you just lose all of your speed. You want to minimize airtime as much as possible, but that is a great round between the players here. As you can see, Barbos and Feed first and second, and then there's tween on third. Who's getting first place though? Is it Feed or Barbos? It will be Barbos. Not clipping it there, but only 15,000th of a second between the players. And Barbos is finalist. So good luck to Barbos. Finalist mode enabled for him. And there are 2 more rounds on this map. Okay, there we go. This is it here for Barbos or not. So just had to check something here, but Barbos makes that mistake and he's dead. Yeah, he would just practice those parts, but he is not playing a role. Bonks into the wall, digested it, and is not making it into the winner bracket, into the grand final, or from the winner bracket final to the grand final, as we have tween and Ratchet in first and second. Ratchet with a good approach. Tween gets it really nicely as well. Ratchet clipping there, and Feed overtakes him. Yeah, so Ratchet only with 4 points in this round. Damn. Feels Batman here. -2 points for Ratchet there as well. As Barbos is still in finals, so you don't lose the finals mode. And Barbos is right now on that first position. Yeah. Last round of this map, round number 20. And Barbos could close it out, but Ratchet also here to have a saying Yeah, as Barbos is leading the race. And he can close it out. Also, Ratchet has made a mistake, so he's not really playing a good one here. He's not really getting himself into the top positions as Feed, Tween, or Barbos are getting them. And they're also fighting it out here, but it looks like Barbos will qualify for the grand final already here. Gamers Assembly 2021 Halloween edition. And Barbos could be the first person in the grand final and also can set himself up into the clear favorite role here, and he will do so indeed. A 58.945 GG's and good time by Barbos, and he is the first player in the grand final. Deserved, if you ask me. Wow, what a performance, though. Okay, next map, we have Smooth Criminal. And we have skipped the warm-up by the looks of it. So no more warm-up on this map. They're just heating it up. Not sure why there is no warm-up. Maybe they've agreed on that. I have not checked the chat or anything. Let's go ahead. Smooth Criminal by Roxy is the decider between Tween, Ratchet, and Feed. Yeah. I think one of the better maps for Ratchet. And he's at 98 points, so no one is finalist just yet. Tween needs a second place. Feed needs a first position to be finalist. And Ratchet has to get himself finished. Wait. What? It's already the live round, isn't it? Why is it already the live round? Huh? I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, good that we had no warm-up here. And Ratchet didn't finish. Nice. But he should focus now. But that is, of course, very unfortunate. But, you know, you see the time down there. But now we have a double final situation between Tween and Feed. Feed already with a mistake. Ratchet has to deny Tween the victory here. Yeah. And let's go ahead into this one. I was seeing it, you know. There's usually the right timer next to the Games Assembly logo. But yeah, he has to focus now onto this one. As Ratchet and Tween are fighting it out. Tween can make it to the grand final and can demote Feed and Ratchet into the loser bracket. But right now Ratchet is holding strong, getting a better line over this part as well. But still there is the ending left for Ratchet and also for Tween. Yeah, this part really important to not clip Tween with a mistake, and Ratchet just has to survive. He just has to survive the rest of the map. 0.8 of a second between him and Tween. Make it 1 second now. He can save it. And Ratchet is doing that with a 105.69. Nice. And there was no warm-up indeed, though. But he should focus now. There was no warm-up, though. But yeah, he has gotten it. Smooth Criminal is probably one of his better maps. 105.36 is the world record. And he has to deny them twice in a row now. No more mistake from Ratchet here. It's do or die for him. And he can force a triple final situation if he wins 2 rounds. Tween and Feed in the lead, though. And Ratchet is on that heel here. He's on the heels of Tween, who's in the lead, but didn't get the best line over this part. So this could be the GG here for Tween. But he still has to survive the rest of the map. There's still a lot to clear for the Slovakian powerhouse, but also Tween is not too far ahead of Feed here, who's 600s away. But still, it's the winner bracket, so still, if you don't win it here, it is still fine. But he makes that mistake, so Ratchet now on second place. Tween has to survive the ending, else we will go on to the next round. Yeah, but Tween looks good, and Tween will take it though. Tween will take it. GG's. I have no idea why there was no warm-up. I hope that this has not influenced him too much, but Ratchet demoting into the loser bracket as well as Feed. Tween and Barbos already in the grand final. GG's.